I gotta tell you, these Defender Zs are just great. And the reason for that is right here. They will drop either a level 2 or a level 3 key sphere. And that is extremely useful right now because if we take a look at my sphere grid, we can see that most people have actually reached the end of their sphere grid or are quickly approaching the end of theirs. I do want to get Holy, which I'm just a few levels away from, but I really can't wait. I mean, I can, but I can't. So I'm just going to keep moving on. With that being said, all these level 2 and 3 key spheres are going to help me unlock different paths for different people. And that's just going to open up quite a few more avenues. And let their growth continue. But with that being said, hey there people, my name is Tagori and welcome back to more Final Fantasy X. We are in Zanarkand. Another Defender Z. I'm actually going to take this one out real quick here. On my way in here, I did manage to pick up another level 3 key sphere, which is absolutely great. I will be making use of that. With that being said, it does have a level. I will throw that in there just for good measure. And Riku probably should, but I know that this level isn't going to do really anything. I do definitely have more level 2 key spheres than I do level 1s, or level 3s. So I was pushing people back to where they could at least unlock something.
Someone's coming! Lady Yunalesca.
Yuna does not sound surprised.
I congratulate you, Summoner. You have completed your pilgrimage. I will now bestow you with that which you seek. The final summoning will be yours. Now, choose. You must choose the one whom I will change to become the faith of the final summoning. There must be a bond between Chosen and Summoner, for that is what the final summoning
explains
embodies.
So much.
The bond between husband and wife, mother and child, or between friends. If that bond is strong enough, its light will conquer sin. 1,000 years ago, I chose my husband Zeon as my faith. Our bond was true, and I obtained the final Aeon. There is nothing to fear. You will soon be freed of worry and pain. For once you call forth the final Aeon, your life will end. Death is the ultimate and final liberation. Your father, Braska, chose this path.
It is not too late. Let us turn back.
If I turn back, who will defeat Sin? Would you have some other summoner and his guardians go through this?
But, my lord, there must be another way.
This is the only way we got now. Fine. Make me the faith. I've been doing some thinking. My dream is back in the other Zanarkand. I wanted to make that runt into a star blitz player. Show him the view from the top, you know. But now I know there's no way home for me. I'm never gonna see him again. My dream's never gonna come true. So make me the faith. I'll fight Sin with you, Braska. Then maybe my life will have meaning, you know?
Don't Don't do this, Jecht. If you live, there may be another way. We'll think of something, I know.
Believe me, I thought this through. Besides, I ain't getting any younger, so I might as well make myself useful.
Jecht?
What? You're not gonna try to stop me too?
Sorry. I mean, thank you.
Braska still has to fight Sin, Orin. Guard him well. Make sure he gets there. Well, let's go.
Lord Braska, Jecht.
What do you want now?
Sin always comes back. It comes back after the calm, every time. The cycle will continue and your deaths will mean nothing.
But there's always a chance it won't come back this time. It's worth trying.
I understand what you're saying, Orin. I'll find a way to break the cycle.
You have a plan?
Jecht?
Trust me, I'll think of something.
And the cycle went on.
We'll break it.
But how? What, you got a plan now?
If one of us has to become a faith, I volunteer.
Me too, Yuna.
That still won't change anything, you know? You'd bring the calm, and then what? That won't break the cycle!
Listen. You want to defeat Sin and keep Yuna alive. You don't want Sin to come back, yeah? That is just not gonna happen, brother, you know?
If you want everything, you'll end up with nothing.
But I want everything!
That is a good
now
line,
you're
though.
being childish.
I give up. So what would an adult do then? They know they can just throw away a summoner, then they can do whatever they like. You're right. I might not even have a chance. But no way am I gonna just stand here and let Yuna go. And what Orin said about there being a way, I think it's true.
You'll think of something?
Yes. I'll go ask Yunalesca. She's got to know something.
You really think she'll help you?
I don't know. But I have to try. This is my story. It'll go the way I want it. Or I'll end it here.
Wait. You say it's your story, but it's my story too, you know? It would be so easy to let my fate just carry me away, following this same path my whole life through. But I know I can't. What I do with no regrets.
Okay. So we need to go talk to Yunalesca. I just want to point out, though, that that cutscene, while being extremely important to the character's motivation, was, well, a lot of it was terribly delivered, I think. I definitely would have done it differently. But I clearly don't know what they were working with. Maybe that was the best they could get. Maybe they weren't given any direction. I did talk with a few, I went to some conventions where there were voice actors, and they explained, like, yeah, I mean, we don't really have all the context to a scene, and we can only work with what we're given. So, who knows? Who knows what they were given?
Have you chosen the one to become your faith? Who will it be?
Might I ask something first? Will Sin come back even should I use the final summoning to defeat it?
Sin is eternal. Every Aeon that defeats it becomes Sin in its place. And thus is Sin reborn.
So that's why Jack became Sin.
Sin is an inevitable part of
Jack
Spirit's
became the
destiny.
final Aeon,
It is
and
never
as
ending.
such fought Sin,
Never
becoming
ending?
the final Aeon himself.
But
or becoming
but
Sin himself.
If we atone for our crimes, Sin will stop coming back, yeah? Someday it'll be gone, yeah?
Will humanity ever attain such purity?
The calmness
this
in
cannot
Yunalesca's
be.
voice.
The teachings state that we can exercise sin with complete atonement.
It doesn't sound like Lulu.
It's been our only hope all these years.
Hope is comforting. It allows us to accept fate, however tragic it might be.
No! Where is the sense in all this? Braska believed in Yevon's teachings and died for them. Jecht believed in Braska and gave his life for him.
They chose to die because they had hope.
Oof. In a single move, Orin was defeated.
Yevon's teachings and the final summoning give the people of Spira hope. Without hope, they would drown in their sorrow. Now choose. Who will be your faith? Who will be the one to renew Spira's hope?
No one. I would have gladly died. I live for the people of Spira, and would have gladly died for them, but no more. The final summoning is a false tradition that should be thrown away.
No, it is our only hope. Your father sacrificed himself to give that hope to the people, so they would forget sorrow.
Wrong. My father wanted to make Spiro's sorrow go away, not just cover it up with lies.
Sorrow cannot be abolished. It is meaningless to try.
My father, I loved him. So I will live with my sorrow. I will live my own life. I will defeat sorrow in his place. I will stand my ground and be strong. I don't know when it will be, but someday I will conquer it. And I will do it without false hope.
Poor creature. You would throw away hope. Well, I will free you before you can drown in your sorrow.
You know, this kind
It
of
is better for you to die
says
in hope
that
than to live in despair. Let me be
sometimes
your
it's
liberator.
better to break tradition than just continue on with what you believe to be easy. Sometimes the hard way is how you
Now is the time to choose.
grow and just become better
Die
at
and
yourself.
be free of pain, or live and fight your sorrow. Now is the time to shape your stories. Your fate is in your hands.
Yuna needs Kimahri. Kimahri protect Yuna.
Well, I'm fighting.
I can't believe we're gonna fight Lady Yunalesca. Give me a break.
You can always run.
I'd never forgive myself.
Boy, the glitchy camera is
No
great.
way.
I love
Not
it.
if I ran
Oh,
away now.
boy.
Even in death, yeah?
My thoughts exactly.
Yuna! This is our story. Now let's see this thing through together.
Let's make an ending. Alright, so... what do I want to do? I am going to start off with Cheer. Great. And then I will switch out Wakata Yuna. She will cast Reflect. Alright. So, we can use Slice and Dice. There we go. 1,400 each. That's really good. 6 slashes of around 1,400. And Sleep is cast, but it's reflected back at her. What does Auron have? Nothing really. I switched him out. Huh. In any case, White Magic, Reflect on Auron. $2,400. Ugh. Alright. Whatever, I'm just gonna keep hacking away. A normal attack will get blinded. That's fine. Gonna pray here. Ooh. Sentinel. He does have Reflect. Just kind of looking at my team, seeing what else I can do. I know Kimahri is not going to be all that useful. Mainly because he never really is. Unfortunately. So I could try Lancet. Absorb some MP. And he's put to sleep. Great. Well, just keep hacking away here. Everyone is at full health. Auron has Reflect on. What happens if I... oh, fuck. Damn it! Ah! Great. Alright, right, there we go. I messed up. Alright, well, back on track. 2700. And then Yuna can Dispel. Because I accidentally put Protect on her. And then it's fine that I've got Silence. Counterattack, always great. And I'll bring in Auron. And continue attacking as well. Why did he miss? Good, good. There we go. So Prey is not affected by Silence. It's also not affected by Reflect either. Both of those are great things to know. I can just keep healing up. However little it is. Okay, 1400. This should be it. Alright, 4200. And then we go into phase 2. Wouldn't be a boss without a phase 2. Hellbiter. Alright, so that inflicts us with Zombie. There we go. And then, let me think here. Yeah, I will have... Oh, she's silenced. So I was going to have her dispel the... the reflect that's on us. I mean, there's that, too. Now she can dispel. Alright. Because she no longer counters with blind or anything like that. Instead, is just that that break attack. Ooh. Alright. Dispel here as well. So Zombie converts any healing that you get into damage. So any sort of healing that we have on us is just not good. And I am going to use Banishing Blade. And I actually found out that with Banishing Blade specifically, if you get the timing right, it inflicts armor break. I say the timing right, but it's the button combination. Whew. $9,000 damage. Just shy of it. Dispel that. Do I want to bring in like Wakka? Because he hasn't been in yet. Neither has Riku. Wakka was in, wasn't he? Wakka? Huh. In any case, let's see your health. 24,000. That's still plenty high to use element reels. And I found out, again, I was doing a little bit of research. There we go. If you get all three of them, then it actually does AoE damage, so it'll hit every enemy out there with the same element. Otherwise, 2 is just an elemental hit. If none of them match... Oh, she actually healed me. If none of them match, then it's just a strong hit. I feel like I should bring in Riku to use some sort of mix. At the same time, Mug, Farplane Wind. I think that's pretty good. I don't actually know what that does. Hellbiter. Inflicts a zombie. Alright, you did your job, girl. Bring back Togori. Titus. We're just gonna hit. We're just gonna beat her up. That little break shatter thing, it does remove positive effects, which is why I'm not using haste. Does dark attack do it? No, you wouldn't do it. Right. Of course you would be. Just gonna keep beating her up. Nice. Alright, Auron. Switch out to Yuna. Yuna will dispel Wakka. And Wakka, in turn, will revive Titus. Oh, come on. Okay. So, I'm going to throw a high potion at Titus. Just because, I mean, he can have the healing now. And then we're going to dispel that regen. And what's your HP looking like? Really? Alright, well, Auron is actually going to switch out here and finish her off. Because there's a phase 3, and it's even more hideous than the previous one. And she always starts off phase 3 with Mega Death. Mega Death will instantly kill anyone that does not have zombie on them. So, good to know. $60,000 HP. Just gonna keep beating her up as much as we can. Yep, gonna bring back Togori. Use his overdrive. Okay. And then more so on his overdrive, he needs to use the next level one, or the one he most recently learned a certain number of times to get the next overdrive. So what I mean is, to get Slice and Dice, you'll need to use Spiral Cut enough, and then to get the next one, I need to use specifically Slice and Dice enough. So I should honestly be approaching that number soon-ish. But I don't know when that number is coming up. Alright, so I'm switching to Yuna, because I do want to summon. And I've got an idea here. I don't know how well this will work, but we will see. Just straight up overdrive. Let's see what she does. Let's see her response. A counter. Mind Blast. Does 350 and curses. That's not good. It's going to absorb half his health, and this will absorb half his mana. Okay. So I can now dismiss him! Yay! Get out of here. You did your job. Alright. Down to 16k. Great number. That was a great number. I'm gonna switch to Lulu. Because Lulu actually did... you know what? This actually is a bit dangerous. So, in Phase 3 here, she can actually use Megadeth at any time. That'll be okay. That'll be okay. Just gonna start off with Fury. So, Yunalesca is immune to Bio, Demi, and obviously Death. Because that would make it too easy. Just gonna hit it with Firaga. Ah! Around 7, between 7 and 8,000, I would say. Most of them were close to 1,000, so I would say it was closer to 8,000. Speaking of 8,000, just gonna hit her. Huh. Man, I don't know. Kimahri just thrust, kick, self. It kills me. I mean, it'll kill him. I find it funny. Man, I don't know. Fire breath, I guess. Nice, 1100. That does nothing. Mind Blast, that's not good. Okay, we have control. Huh. Do I have... I do have Quick Hit. So Quick Hit is... I mean, as its name would imply, it's like a lighter hit, but the recovery time is much faster. Just 2600. Oh boy. 1900 is plenty. I don't know. 4,000? Yes! We win! So honestly, my plan with Yuna and Bahamut, I was going to summon, use the overdrive that I had stored up, dismiss it, and then grand summon it, but it did have Curse, which prevents the use of overdrives. So I chose not to resummon.
Only hope.
Then we'll find Spira a new hope.
Fool. There is no other way. Even if there was, even if you did destroy Sin, you, Yevon, the Immortal, would only create Sin anew.
You, Yevon?
Zayon, forgive me. Spira has been robbed of the light of hope. All that remains is sorrow.
Alright. Some decent levels, I would say. A level 3 key sphere and a blessed armlet.
I cannot believe what we just did.
Let's do something more unbelievable.
What?
Destroy Sin, so it won't come back. And without the final Aeon.
Destroy Sin for good.
I don't know how just yet, but I'll find out.
Alright. So, I do want to take these stairs here. Put me on this side of the room. And that'll allow me to get this chest, which contains Suncrest. And that's it. We can just leave. All the Pyreflies here are gone now. And with that, I'll end it here. For now, I hope you've been enjoying this, and please join me again for another episode of Final Fantasy X.